Gather, veterans. It's time to join the fight. The long war begins.
This is The Long War. I'm Rob Baer, and joining me once again are my partners in crime, Kenny Boucher and Wyatt Turk. What's up, guys?
Yo, dog, great to be here.
Hey, how's it going?
Wyatt, you sound tired.
I'm very tired.
I'm so tired.
He only took a 6-hour nap today, dude.
That wasn't today. That was Monday.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. So you haven't slept since Monday?
No, I haven't.
Oh wow,
I'm just tired.
Yo, I had one of those Arizona iced teas you told me about the other day.
Did you like it?
Mm-hmm. I actually was shocked. I was like, yo, Arizona iced teas are still like 99 cents?
Yeah.
That's some crazy.
That was like the whole thing.
Yeah, the company was just like, fuck you, I will not increase my prices.
I had one the other day. I was like, holy shit. It was hilarious. It's my new drink. Fuck all other drinks.
Yeah, the green tea is my favorite one.
That's always been one of my favorites. I also like just their standard lemon flavor, like lemon style, like the lemon tea, you know, like
iced tea.
Yeah, I drink the fuck out of that too. I don't give a fuck. I'll drink them all.
Did you try the energy tonic?
Yeah, I got that one because of you too.
That one is great.
Aren't they the one that does the Arnold Palmer too?
I'll drink the fuck out of their Arnold Palmers, dog.
Yeah.
Only Palmies all day. You know what I'm saying? But look, we'll get this show going. Got a couple of tired old men in this podcast, so
I'm always tired. Don't include me in this.
You're the old man, he's the tired. So I just kind of jammed it together.
Oh, that's fair. We'll go with that.
I use less words to describe it, you know?
Well, by the time this airs, I'll be 1 year older.
Is your birthday tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Facebook was going to tell me at some point, I guess.
I know.
So this is Wyatt Turk's birthday stream.
Yeah.
So
that's what we just need to rename it now. Happy birthday, Wyatt.
Wyatt has an Amazon wish list, and the only thing on that wish list is glitter bombs featuring dick-shaped glitter only. Just remember that.
What about bags of gummy dicks?
He likes those too much. He likes.
I'll chow down.
Yeah, that's not really a gag for him. What's the best? You know what foods are shaped like dicks?
Like all food.
Like all food and the best.
All the good ones.
I have like an hour-long TED Talk about how in some way every food is phallic shaped.
Not a hamburger.
Cross section. Cross section.
What does that mean?
Means it's a cross section of a dick.
Or it's just a really short dick that's super fat.
See, that's you. That's one way of looking at
it. All right, well, let's roll out to Wyatt's Cave of Wonders and touch nothing but the lamp.
Would you rather meet your doppelganger and have to duel them to the death? Or meet them and have to seduce them?
First off, I realized that I said dick a whole bunch of times within 30 seconds of this podcast turning on. So.
Wait, when?
So if I fuck this one up on YouTube and you're saying kill myself or fuck myself, do I have to successfully fuck myself?
Yeah.
We've been live for like more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, that part doesn't go on YouTube though. This part does.
Oh, I see.
No, we're doing this for like 8 years, man.
Yeah, keep this off my YouTubes. I can't have this one on my YouTubes.
So successful seduction requires completion.
Mm-hmm.
Who has to complete?
Either or. I mean, it depends. Like, both? Are you like a top or a bottom?
That's me or him. Who has to complete?
It depends. Like I said, it just depends.
Depends.
Are you going to give or receive?
Maybe both. I don't know yet. So, okay, if I give, who has to complete?
You.
If he gives, he has to complete?
Yes.
Damn, so I can't game this. I have so many ways to game that.
Nope, can't game it.
There's some really graphic ways to game it. I've already thought about that one a lot. So like, or fight myself to the death.
Yeah.
If he wins, does he take my life? Like, does he step in for me?
Yeah.
So I won't I won't leave Bonet abandoned. He's just me. He'll take care of her, everything.
Yeah.
He's not like evil me.
I mean, maybe.
There's a chance he's evil me.
Like doppelganger kind of implies like kind of an evilness to it.
Like the evilness is that he wants my life. It goes beyond
like mirror universe. So it's like you, but like maybe you just want to conquer some star systems.
Scale of 1 to 10. How worried do I need to be about my lady and my dog if he wins?
Like a 6.
That's already where I'm at. So
okay,
I got my just incompetence. Like this guy seems more competent than me.
No, it's still you. It's you. It's a direct copy of you. But because of the doppelganger, it's like slightly sinister.
I kind of feel like he's probably gonna be like more in shape than me too.
No, direct copy.
Physically identical.
Yeah.
Does he know what's coming for him, or does he show up and it's like 50-50, he gets fucked?
No, it's like a set time and place.
So he already knows it's a fight,
it's a
not
duel.
a fuck
Yeah,
session.
it's a duel.
Could I kill the guy I fuck?
No.
Why would you even ask that?
2 birds, 1 stone. Fuck him to death.
Yeah, my big question is, how do we know which one's the good one, which one's the bad one? Maybe I'm the evil version of myself.
Yeah, maybe this is the mirror universe. That has no relevance to the choice, Rob.
I'm just gonna fight myself.
Okay.
That's going to be
for sure
the fucking sickest fight of all time.
It'd be like some spy versus spy shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. You think it's going to be a boxing match? It's not. They're going to like meet in this ring and then both run away from each other and then like spend the next 3 years plotting against each other until one of them dies. Be like
it's going to be wild.
Yeah. It's going to be fucking sick to follow that. Me and my guy, we're just going to go. We both know what we're going to do. We're both going to get naked and fight each other old school. Naked.
Just Greco-Roman style.
Right there. Like.
Grab a little too
we
high.
We both, if it's my doppelganger, he's thought of this too. He knows the rules already. We've set for ourselves.
Both show up with baby oil. We get it.
Where we are. Going hard.
Oh my goodness.
We both had the same dreams. We know what's happening, you know? So there's no competition though to the seduce him scenario.
No.
What if I can't successfully seduce him?
Shadow Realm.
Yeah, dude, just fight yourself.
No, look, my guy knows we're doing this thing. So I'm going to seduce myself. It's 100% success. No chance of dying. It will happen. I know this. That's 100% success rate.
It don't get no higher than that.
Nope. It doesn't get any higher than that. Kara Quinn's like, I'm too old for this. Either way, it's going to be ugly.
Man, messy.
Oh, God. Oh.
Who's coming to Adepticon? We haven't done a roll call. I mean, we got 128 teams.
In chat?
I feel like there's got to be some people in chat.
Yeah, anybody in chat who's going to be at the Long War Doubles, shout yourself out. We'll call you out as the show progresses. I would fuck myself. Rob would kill himself.
No, I'd fight myself.
Oh, fight himself. Well, it's to the death.
Yeah.
So you have to murder other Rob.
Is that possible?
Yeah, man.
Point.
Like, for example, okay, if I grabbed you around the throat and didn't let go, would you die? Same rules apply to your doppelganger, dog. He dies. Just go kill his ass. Through whatever elaborate means you want. It could be a laser from orbit. I don't know. Whatever you guys are going to come up with. Me and my guy, neither of us are quite comfortable with dying. So we're just going to go with the thing that neither of us really wants to do, but we've both thought about a lot for some reason.
Gross.
So we're just going to make that happen. Neither of us have to die. Go back to our own realities.
I want to know when we're going to do the Kickstarter for going back and making a catalog of all these would you rathers.
Right?
I already said it's like it's too much power.
No, we have to make a movie.
For Immortal.
We have to get a Kickstarter going to get a script going so that we can do the Would You Rather metaverse.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't even think about that.
Where you live in a world where Would You Rathers are reality at all times. Everyone is going through a Would You Rather. Like the guy at work at the office that you go to, like every time he gets inside of his car, he has to fight a chicken. That's just his life. He shows up and there's like scratches on his face every fucking day, feathers and shit. One day he doesn't show up to work. The chicken got him. That's like.
What about the chimp?
There's a guy who has to fight a chimp once a year, and he's like, all right, it's that time, guys. As always, I'm taking a week off. I may not come back. Life insurance policy, everything's up to date for my family. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Comes back every year. One year he doesn't. That's everything. There's a guy at the office of the PJAR.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole world.
I got it. It's like you make it instead of a movie, you make it a sitcom. And you have like a core group of people that work at a company.
Yes.
The company is like customer support for Would You Rathers. And like the corporate boss, like say played by Alec Baldwin, is the djinn. And then, but the people that work there also have to deal with their own Would You Rathers.
It's
so
like the human
Steve.
Resources of Would You Rathers.
Yeah. So like once a year, Steve has to go fight an orangutan with a sword. And it's like the big to-do of the office. And, like Karen has her pee jar and she won't shut up about it. Stuff like that.
I love it. That'll be what the Kickstarter is, Rob. It'd be to get that pilot off the ground.
I like it.
Yep. Someone said in chat, Aaron was like, no guns on set, Alec Baldwin.
Oof.
Baldwin isn't doing
Too
this.
soon.
So we'll get a different gin. Don't worry.
Would be a good, like... See, I just think of him because of the role that he played on 30 Rock.
No. Fucking the guy who was just in the Ron Swanson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. We could get... Nick Offerman.
Offerman. Thank you.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah, he'd be a good gin.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Rob, you want to do the news?
I got some news.
Yeah, you do.
Let's do it. So we got new GW releases for this week. Good luck trying to order them per the usual. Boarding Patrol Tyranids, 125. Boarding Patrol Chaos Space Marines, also 125. Both allocated.
How big of a game is Boarding Patrol? Somebody asked that earlier in our topics.
No one cares.
Okay, never mind. Perfect answer. Thank you. Continue.
10, Rob.
I mean, let's be honest.
You do not have to explain yourself. Please continue.
So there's a 125 allocated, one per store. Woo! All right. Space Marine Strike Force Agatis. That's the new guys, Desloators, the Brutalis Dreadnought, and a new lieutenant with lots of.
Wait, what are those guys
weapons. Called? Desloators. Yep. $200 does come with the booklet with the rules for the models in it. It isn't a full-blown codex. It's just a paperback book. We'll talk more about that later on in the show, but just be aware of that. Also, the Void War bases that were supposed to come out 2 weeks ago are coming out this week. They are $38. Retailers are allowed to order the Imperial Guard Combat Patrol box set that was allocated to them the week before. So if you did want one of those, which is just basically the army box minus the book and the cards, you should be able to source it this week from whatever your favorite retailer is, because they should be able to get those if you haven't already gotten it yet. Monument Hobbies unveiled they are doing miniatures now. So they partnered with Journeyman Miniatures to do a whole bunch of really cool sculpts. They're wild. They're all out there. Some of them aren't from me. Some of them look pretty dope. I'll let you check them out. Pick your favorites. But and they have more miniatures and more lines they're going to be partnering with on the way as well. So that's really cool to see. All the stuff's up on pre-order right now. It's supposed to be delivering in March. I don't know exactly when. They're kind of ambiguous about it, but can't wait to see it. They all look great. Super high quality stuff as far as I can tell from the shots. So
Journeyman
check it out.
doesn't fuck around.
It turns out they do not. They do not. So those are all up for pre-order right now. There's a good number of them. So definitely check them out. See if any of them tickle your hobby pickle. Atomic Mass Games unveiled a new Marvel Crisis Protocol miniature. It is a new version of MODOK. So Hulk was last week, a new Hulk. This week's a new MODOK. Maybe next week we'll get a new Spider-Man. I don't know. I think it looks great. I mean, I like the old miniature too, so I don't have a cat in this fight, but we'll see what the new rules are. That's supposed to be out in April, I believe. And then we've got some new Joy Toys. The new Paragon Warsuit for Sisters and Space Marine Lieutenant model hit pre-orders this week as well. And they just unveiled some what's the order? Bloody Rose or something? The Red Sisters, Red Paint Shop Sisters. You can get those too. They'll be out relatively soon. They kind of previewed them, so those are looking pretty good too. And then Army Painter revealed there will be. It looks like there's going to be 3 releases for the new Speed Paint 2.0. So there's going to be a complete set, which will entail 90 speed paints.
90.
Pretty wild. 90. 90. I want to say
that's the way you do it right there.
In contrast. Yeah. Oh, War Pigment says the Martyred Lady. Apologies. I got my orders mixed up. So that is coming. The complete set is looking to be out in June, I believe. They also have the metallic set, which is kind of a first of its kind, and actually have some of them. So I'm going to be messing around with a few of those.
Army Painter has a new metallic set?
It's Speed Paint Metallics.
Whoa.
There's 10 of them.
I'd like to see how that works, because that's been obviously a missing link. Like I said, we've mentioned before how I feel about the whole Speed Paint game, but I'm actually happy to see that people have taken to this value sketching slap chop method online, because at least it's art, right? It's an art theory. It's an art technique. And so it does, if the correct effort is utilized, it does become a shortcut that when I see a whole army presented that way in the table, it does achieve a high level of appearance for what I'm used to seeing by the community. So I'm glad that it's gone that direction. And so these speed paints, if they're offering like a higher saturation while being low opacity, and you have 90 colors to choose from, that's kind of crucial to it, because you need a selection of colors, because it's not about mixing colors. It's about moving through them fast. Metallic has always been the linchpin of that. So I'm actually really curious to see how these metallics pan out. I don't teach anyone this technique. I don't do this technique. I'm an airbrush artist through and through. Clean edge highlights, sick fucking fades. Never going to use this technique to paint an army. But I'm happy that when I go to LVO and there's 1,000 fucking painted armies, a big part of that.
And they all look good.
They don't all look good. And it's funny. The ones that don't look good are not the ones that were slap chopped. It's the ones where people just literally spray painted it, painted 4 things, and put 0 effort forth. Those are the ones that don't look good, right?
Right.
So, but still, 1,000 armies painted, and I move around the tournament seeing all of them and experiencing all of them, and I see somebody with a Chaos Army where he value sketched everything and used speed paint on them. And I'm like, well, honestly, seeing it all put together, I'm, proud to play this. That's fine. So I'm excited to see what Army Painter does with this Army Painter 2.0 shit, 90 fucking colors. I've never been a fan of anything Army Painter has ever done except their washes, so I'll be watching for your video, Rob.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna play around with these a bit more. Give them a thorough. Because a lot of people that got the speed paints early last time, none of us none of us noticed the whole, reactivation thing because we used them as the directions said. And then people were like, oh, y'all are shills. And I'm like,
you won't believe I've taught over 200 people, Rob, personally. I've graduated over 200 humans through the one-on-one curriculum.
Right.
90% of them have never varnished a model. That's from my empirical data from my fucking course. 90% are like, I've never varnished a model. Because at the end of the airbrushing lesson, I tell them they got to varnish their models before the next lesson. So the concept of like how paint can reactivate if you introduce moisture to it later, even if it's already dried or cured, or you're too rough with your paintbrush and you peel the paint up, that concept is not inside the mind of a beginner.
Right.
By the vast majority.
And I mean,
so it's interesting. So Army Painter, even though that wasn't really a problem that should exist because we should be like protecting our models and stuff like that, letting it dry, don't push your brush on it like a caveman. But if 90% of beginners just don't know that and aren't going to read the fucking directions, then they made the adjustment. They didn't say, you're idiots, read the rule. They're like, fine. That's how you want to use the paints? We'll improve the product.
I mean, Army Painter can say that, but I can be like, y'all are fucking dumb and didn't read the instructions. And I did.
I don't read it. The thing is, I don't read instructions, so like I feel attacked by that.
That's cool. Well, you know what? I'm too old to change. I'm just gonna speak my mind,
boomer.
bro.
Okay, boomer.
No, I'm just gonna speak my mind because, like, I mean, at the end of the day,
that really hurt my feelings, Rob.
Stop! It did not hurt your feelings.
Do you see how for 1 second he considered if it did hurt my feelings? Wyatt?
It did.
I know it didn't because I'm.
But he still was like, I know it didn't, but now I'm. He's not actually a boomer. He just fronts this one.
No, I'm just saying. If you think about it, my opinion and the things I have to say has literally put me in this exact spot in this exact time in my life. And
hey, you fuck hard, dude.
Yeah, whatever that means. Anyways, so
that's exactly what you think it means.
Lots of cool stuff coming from Army Painter. There's videos up right now. If you want to see how the metallics work, they have a video up right now. You can actually check it out right now. Just the stuff in general, like how they all work. It's all up on their YouTube, so definitely check it out. I'm really excited to kind of play around with these. I've got quite a few unpainted Marvel Crisis Protocol and Legion minis that I need to get some paint on, hopefully soon. So that's basically all of the new releases and things that I'm kind of tracking. It's out and about. Obviously, there's going to be more stuff heading on into previews and things for Games Workshop, but for now, we're kind of in a little bit of a lull, unfortunately, as far as there's going to be a lot more Sigmar than 40K if those are your things and you like to follow GW. It's going to be a different kind of couple of months, I feel like, moving into the summer. So we'll see how it all pans out.
Yeah. Well, Rob ran out of things to say about the news, so I'm going to cut him off.
Guard are doing well.
So we'll move into our meat and potatoes section of this podcast where we talk about the game, because we are a competitive Warhammer 40K podcast, or we pretend to be. Even when we don't know all the rules, like with Guard, but Guard won 3 separate events over the last week. Wyatt, do you have that information?
Rob did not send that to me.
No.
Huh? I thought I put it in there. Did I not?
We're going to get that. We've never had a technical issue here in the podcast. So, like, this is part of the show, guys.
It's literally in the chat there.
Okay. All I saw was the
did it not
Space
load?
Marine rumors.
Oh, no, it's below that.
Cool.
Oh,
this is just army lists.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want what our goal is. What do these 3 tournament winning Guard lists have in common? That's the question. And so We're going to discover that. Now, Rob, while he's looking at that data, what are these 3 events and where were they and when did they take place?
So this event was so it was one event, and guard got first through third.
Oh,
so basically clean swept. I believe.
God damn, these lists are long. All right.
Houston Open. So Texas.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Cool. So we got third place, Connor Myers, using the new Arcs of Omen stuff, compulsory type heavy support, regimental doctrine born soldiers. We've got command squad, the Lord Solar Leontis. We've got Gideon shock troops, regular infantry squad 3 times, unit of Bulgrins, a unit of Casterkin, second unit of Casterkin, armored sentinels, scout sentinels, and then these are all 170. So just 3 individual Lehman Russ battle tanks, and then a Chimera.
For the Carsigans, probably, right?
If this is the whole list, this list is wrong.
As long as his list is wrong?
Well, it says his compulsory type is... Oh, no, wait, no, it works. It works. It's just you can have more.
Mm-hmm.
Compulsory type heavy support.
Wait, does the troops have an exception to the compulsory
Yeah,
type?
you don't need them. They're not.
No,
they don't. They cease.
I'm saying if you can have extra outside the compulsory
6.
type.
You can have up to 6, even if they're not your chosen.
He doesn't. He doesn't have 6. He has 1, 2.
He has a lot of troops.
4, 5. He's got 5
1,
infantry.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 troops.
Yeah, he's fine. That's legal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's an exception. Tight. Seems weird because usually when you see somebody list their compulsory type, they take more than 3.
Well, if you change it off of, you're basically just making it. Yeah, it's weird.
So it's just like it seems like unlogical.
He just doesn't need to click it for anything. Like he could
just put it on troops.
It's arbitrary troops.
Yeah. Second place is Carmine Batista. His list is a different format. These were all fact checks, so I'm assuming that this is just he probably hand wrote this, it looks like. Where is his?
So yeah, Garrett Quinn's
doesn't have a regiment.
He's guessing too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm guessing Carsigans, Lima Russes, and Sentinels, all 3.
Well played.
Well. Yeah, like Leontis, couple of tank commanders, 3 units of Casterkin, 3 heavy weapon mortars, and then 2, 3, 4 Lehman Russ's tanks.
So this guy's spamming more Lehman Russes.
Yeah.
So he has 6 Lehman Russ chassis.
Let's see. So he's got 2 commanders, 4, 6.
Oh yeah.
So 6 Lehman Russ chassis and 3 Carsigan squads, no sentinels. So he's going harder on DPS.
Yeah.
Okay. So we assume that Carsigans and Lehman Russes are going to be a trend here. So what's the guy who won the list? Let's see if he splits the difference.
His name's Nathaniel.
Also heavy support detachment.
Sorry, I don't know his last name. It's like BJORGE. I'm assuming it's George. Nathaniel, I'm sorry. Just hit me up and tell me how to say your last name. So this guy, same thing, born soldiers, command squad, tank commander. Oh, he's got Ursula Creed.
Oh, it's my girl.
He's got 2 squadrons of armored sentinels and a scout sentinel. Earthshaker carriage, heavy quad launcher, heavy weapons squad times, let's see, there's 9 mortars, heavy weapon mortars. And then Lehman Russ. Yeah, 1 squadron of Lehman Russes, so 3.
Any Carsigans?
No.
No.
So the guy who wins is spamming mortars
Yep.
and sentinels more than the other two guys, but still has a 3-piece Lehman Russ support.
And he has two. He has an Earthshaker and a quad launcher.
But so he's going for that indirect fire.
Yeah.
So, and have Guard have been updated at all? Are they still the only people who can indirect fire dopely? Are they still the exception to the LOS ignoring stuff? Because that's what it seems like.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
They had to get, or I am pretty sure they got updated, but I'm going to pull up.
Oh, they got updated. Yeah, chat says they got updated.
Yeah,
That
it's just
makes more
like, it's just volume.
It's
Yeah.
volume. So shooting things that are out of line of sight is always good. Volume of that. But and he has, you said he had 3 Scout Sentinel squads total?
No. So he has 2 squadrons of armored
3.
sentinels. So there's 6 of those total, and then 1 Scout Sentinel.
So more Sentinels, still Lehman Russes, no Carsigans though, which is what everyone else is dick sucking right now. And
Maybe you couldn't get them because they're like $100 each.
But he
Still.
won the tournament without him, kind of thus
Yeah.
showing that not as required. Like, so first guy had two units, second guy had 3 units.
Mm-hmm.
Guy who wins has no units.
Wait a minute. I see a pattern.
So interesting. So Lehman Russ is what's in common. Carsigans, not what's in common anymore. Sentinels, somewhat are popular. Mortars
Very
in 2
popular.
of the 3 lists. But the winning list did seem to split the difference. Like instead of Carsigans, he went with more indirect fire.
A lot of this stuff is going off of Born Soldiers too. It's like,
And Born Soldiers, thank you, yeah.
yeah, it's like Votan diet. So you wound on a hit roll of 6.
I mean, that is
That seems
literally their whole grudge mechanic, right?
Yeah. So it's just diet because
Why
it's
diet?
only on 6s.
Oh,
Whereas
because
Votan
it can't,
can go
yeah.
4,
So
5,
it's
6.
always on, but it can't move up beyond 6.
Yeah. And then I believe the mortars are like different now. Like they're stronger. Pulling them up.
They're normal mortars? No, the those ones are just normal.
Have they always been strength 5? I thought they were.
No, they were strength 4 before.
Yeah, they're
were
strength 5
4,
now.
yeah.
So there's D6 shots, strength 5 now?
Yeah, D6.
I definitely take those.
Last-
No wonder.
48 inch.
AP 0?
Yeah, still AP 0. But you stack orders.
Born Soldiers makes up for the indirect hit ballistic skill. That's right, Corey. It does.
Yeah.
Since 6 is to hit our wounds, like that maths out the -1 to hit most of the time. So that's actually really strong. That's a good point.
Then the other thing we were seeing was the Casterkin with the Barbican's key. And I'll pull that up to fact check myself, but I'm pretty sure that's the one that lets him like turn 1 deep strike.
Seems like that would be good.
I know a lot of people stick him in a Chimera though too. Which the first guy, the 3rd place guy.
Well, yeah, too many.
Yeah, once per battle, and you move phase the bear, can use this relic, remove the bear's unit from the battlefield and set it back up anywhere more than 9 from enemy models. And then you can reroll charge rolls for the bear's unit. And then it's like a stratagem the Casterkin can do that procs mortal wounds.
Yeah.
So
That's why they're powerful, like Mortal Wound.
yeah.
But it's interesting. So it looks good. So Born Soldiers, Lehman Russes, Sentinels, Carsigans, and fucking indirect fire. Pop seems good. So we're not guard experts. We don't know the idiosyncrasies, but seems like if you're a guard fan out there and you want to know how to get dope at guard real fast, get your Lehman Russ collection. Get at least 3. According to this data, get at least 4 to 6 Sentinels, according to this data. A unit of Carsigans, according to this data. Some fucking mortars.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like
Can't
you're
go wrong
doing
with
it.
any of that.
Seems like you're okay.
But keep in mind too, like the Rough Riders, you may start seeing more of those hit because they're pretty good with on the charge with that Leo.
Yeah, Matt played against guard. So yesterday, or I guess the day before yesterday, our boy Matt, He's undefeated right now, man. Like, but he's still learning and growing. And he played against Guard the other day at the local shop, and the guys running like Rough Riders, Carsigans, Lehman Russes, everything, right? And he wanted to pull a quick one on him. I was like, yo, let's move down to 1,000 points because, I got work after this. So he wanted to like just distill it down to the OP-ness. And so Matt brought our EC Biker Rush, distilled down to 1,000 points. And he's like, yo, these Carsigans, they're going to dump all these mortal wounds on you. And they did. They killed some things. Then he killed the Carsigans. He's like, yo, these Rough Riders are going to charge you and fuck you. And he's like, yeah, I'll just charge them. Like literally got across the table, just like we talked about. You need bubble wraps. You need screens to protect your line. So what Matt did was he engaged every screen with the one big ass 9-man biker unit, which took casualties turn one, but then he rezzed guys, used those big bases, touched every part of the screen, kept rezzing guys and grinding on the screen, and then just dealt with other threats in real time. And then eventually utterly tabled the guard army. So don't forget, Rough Riders fuck on the charge, but they got to charge.
Yeah.
They do have a transhuman strat though, so they can take some volley.
Yeah.
But for all my guard people out there, remember your bubble wraps.
Remember your training. You will survive.
You will survive. So let's have Wyatt lead us in a discussion of these Desloators and why they suck.
Aw.
Wyatt, can't hear him right now.
I was muted.
You went to the shadow realm temporarily.
I think they look cool.
That's not why they suck. They look dope.
Yeah.
Kara Quinn mentioned it earlier. He's like nobody in 40K seems to carry ammo, so I have no problem with goofy ass models covered in ammo.
Yeah, dude. And belt fed rocket launchers are fucking dope. I don't care what you say.
I'm all in.
Fortunately, their rules are kind of ass. So you have 2 loadout missile pods. Let's call them missile pods because those are like a separate bit that you glue onto the model or magnetize. So everybody has the little rotary Castellan launcher, which is 36-inch range, heavy D3, strength 4 -1, 1 damage. It's blast and it can do indirect fire. Kind of neat.
D3 plus 3 shots, right?
No, just heavy D3. So it would be like 5 D3 or 10 D3 if you use a max squad. So they have like 2 little missile pods that you can choose as your list loadout. One is the Super Frag rocket launcher, and that one is 48 inches, heavy D3 plus 3 shots, strength 4 -1, 1 damage, blast. Or you can take the Super Crack.
Super Crack?
Launcher.
I'm with that.
Amazing name. I love it.
Super Crack.
So it's 48, heavy 1, strength 8 -3, D3 plus 3 damage.
So it fucks, but only has 1 shot.
Yeah. And then the sergeant can take either has to or can. They haven't said yet. The Vengor Lancer. Vengor Launcher. Yeah. It's D6 shots, strength 6 -1, 2 damage, blast, and can do indirect fire. So he's got like a little bit of a special one. So initially, as rumors were coming out about these guys, I thought that it would be like a Cyclone missile launcher where you could fire Super Frag or Super
Frag
Crack.
or Crack. Yeah.
Yeah, like select your ammo.
And the Castellan launcher was like your bolt gun equivalent because it is.
Right.
But no, you have to pick one as your army list loadout. And
that's so dumb.
That is kind of why they're not that tight.
Yeah,
I mean, you could make an argument that if you take the Super Crack, you can have like 5, or no, it'd be -1, so 4 or 9 of these shots, and you also get a little bit of like anti-infantry with the Castellan launcher. But I kind of wish it was a Cyclone.
The fact that Super Crack is only 1 shot, and you can only pick 1 before the game. Is the problem. If you can switch between the 2 per shooting phase, like every other missile launcher in the Space Marine Codex, not a problem. I have no problem with it because shooting that volume of fire that far away, that's great. Like, and then when you see a tank and you just go, wow, 5 missiles that do D3 plus 3 damage, dope. But not either or. You're not like, I mean, it doesn't, it makes me never want to take the unit. Now, if you want us to pick before the game and you won't relent on that, GW,
when
you need to make
has that ever been a thing for a weapon like this?
Right. It's unprecedented for a Space Marine rocket launcher. Like, it's crazy. But if you want to keep this weird before the game mechanic, then you need to make that fucking super crack 2 shots. Because I'm not paying 175 points for 5 guys that had like in this capacity. 30. That's too many points. You know, like, that's the issue. So, like, those are my 2 solutions. Make it 2 shots, keep the rules the same, or let us pick per shooting phase. Don't change anything.
I think that's a good medium.
But you said something earlier.
Yeah, and that's what I was just going to reiterate. So the one thing to remember is that when these boxes came out, Shadowspear and Dominus, all the things, they always come with a booklet if they don't have the actual codex included. Those rules do change. And not only that, but we're like 3 months, 4 months away from a new edition. So all this shit's up in the air, in my opinion.
So the thing that kind of like tilts me in the other direction is that because the super frag and the super crack are visibly distinct separate pieces that you assemble on the model to make it what you see is what you get. That is going to carry over as part of their data sheet into the new edition. Because like they either have to just say like it doesn't matter what missile pods they have on it, and they both you get both missile types, like a Castellan, or not a Castellan, but like a Cyclone missile launcher.
Yeah.
And like they could do that, but Games Workshop is not really in the habit of doing that.
Move it up
for
to 2
models.
shots. Move up the super crack to 2 shots.
Yeah. So we'll have to see if the profiles change, or
because I would take them as a Devastator squad. Like, I would take 5 guys for 175. 4 of them have the super crack shots, 8 shots, and then my commander has the strength 6 version. You know, I'd take that for 175 all day, every day. If I wanted a Devastator squad equivalent, boots on the ground. But I'm not taking them for 175 at 1 shot. And I'm not taking a squad that only can do frag because I picked that. So it's bad. GW, make them 2 shots. But also, don't change the thing about the artwork. Me and Wyatt are big fans. We love these super ass missile launchers. We know a lot of people on the internet not fans.
I think people just somewhere along the way forgot how to have fun with 40K.
Yeah, for 100%.
It became like too serious. And I'm just like, bro, do you remember when the codexes were like neon crazy sketch work with people with like mohawks and like Mad Max armor and stuff? And like people were like, dude, look at this pistol. It has like 5 different magazines. It's so rad. And now it's just like, well, the barrel doesn't exactly align with the firing chamber. Thus, I want
30K,
to
man.
slit my throat.
The 30K boomers, man, and their fucking historical fucking 40K play.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I mean, sometimes, as we've seen in the past, models will look derpy with the angles we see, with the, you know, even the fact that they use 3D printed model masters sometimes. Maybe the paint job isn't the best, as we've seen in the past, and then we get it in our hot little hands and the shit looks amazing.
Yes.
You know, so it's like hard to say.
Bro, Noise Marine wailing on his axe, popping 16 boners. You know what I mean? Like, that's part of this lore,
I don't
dog.
remember that model.
That's literally canon. Like, in your super serious melodramatic game.
dude, like, I saw this earlier today. I noticed it for the first time. There's like a chaos bolt gun in the GT book where like it's got 3 separate magazines, and the pistol grip is like the foot of a little demon growing out of the gun. And he's like pooping magazines. Like, come on. That's Warhammer.
That is the Warhams. Nerds. I don't know. Just if it makes you that upset, I don't know. Maybe don't play.
Rob, do you want to hear about my dream I had last night?
Oh my God. I've already heard about this.
Let's hear it.
This is real.
Were you saying this? Because I heard you guys saying some silly shit on the tactics class.
Yeah.
Because I was telling somebody about
I went down a road.
What I do. And I was like, yeah, hey, check it out. Like, this is some of my people. And then you were
oh my God, you brought somebody in to our tactics show to see this. And when we were talking about my dream.
As soon as I pull it up and it loads, you're saying some shit about like birthday cake and razor blades or something. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know him. I think he was dropped.
I don't know that
as
guy.
A child. And I was like, anyways, how are you?
I'm typically firmly against telling people what you dreamed last night. I think it's the most annoying thing in the world. I hate it. When people are like, oh, I had this dream last night. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't care. It's not real. It's fake. You know what I mean? And I also never remember my dreams. 9 times out of 10, I remember my dreams. But last night's dream was exceptional, and Wyatt would agree with it.
I'm listening.
It's something.
So, you know when you're having a dream because you have to pee really bad, and usually your dream is like telling you have to pee really bad? You ever had one of those?
This is a human thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, nice. Good.
He admitted it.
Nice.
Clip that. Everybody clip that.
I'm so happy. So when me and Wyatt both acknowledged when we were kids, you have to be careful because sometimes you're dreaming that you're at a urinal pissing, and then you wake up and you piss yourself in the bed. Right?
I've heard of stuff like that.
No.
Sure.
Now, over the years, my dreams have evolved to if I need to pee in the middle of the night, it puts me in like a Florida or North Carolina like gas station bathroom.
This is what I heard. It was gas stations and razor blades.
Yeah, and so like like someone died in that bathroom and then changed identities. Like you know what I'm saying? Like half-eaten ice cream sandwich on the ground. Like it's terrible. So then it reminds. So I don't pee myself, and I wake up and I go pee. Right. Last night's you need to pee dream, one of a kind. Okay. So I enter a bodybuilding competition, but this bodybuilding competition is for dicks, penises. So we're all naked and oiled up doing our flex offs, but our dicks are hanging out.
I'm so glad I just turned off the phone at this point.
Rob, I won this competition. You know why?
Because you fuck?
Because I also had 3 dicks.
Dude, this is like some deep-rooted psychosis shit. You need to get these dreams checked out.
Then my brother was in the dream suddenly, and he was like, yo, we gotta get out of here. These dudes are mad as fuck at you because you came in with 3 dicks. Like, they think you cheated. And then, now we have to, hit the road and get out of town. And then I wake up. I'm like, oh, my God, I gotta pee. What the fuck, brain? What was that?
Fantastic.
So this is the stream. This is it. This is when we get demonetized and canceled.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Well, I hope you enjoyed.
I'm so glad you brought somebody to our tactics discussion.
I'm so glad I turned it off before you got to that
Jim
part.
Norris is in chat. He's like, well, it's been a good run, guys.
He's just tri-tipping it out there, man. Just let him live his life.
Just tri-tipping it. It's just like the number 3 on your fingers. Wow. Wolverine, but
like I said,
dicks.
I'm against dream sharing. I think it's dumb, but I felt this was necessary for more than one person to know this dream. This happened, real life.
Yeah, should ask your therapist about it. Tell us what she says.
Yes, seriously.
Monday, I'll talk to her Monday about it.
I'm gonna place a bet that it's due to overinflated ego.
Yeah,
I could see that.
Hold on a second. Somebody in chat said it. Wolf Priest says, wait, question. How many did Wyatt and Rob have in my dream? They weren't in my dream.
Thank God.
Everybody else on the stage only had 1 dick, though.
Like peasants.
Renegade says, a common dream is realizing you're naked in public.
Yeah, I got my teledoc card right here, bro. You need somebody to talk to.
Kara Quinn says your doppelganger's gonna hurt you, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Some 24/7 access to board certified doctors. Oh, it's only in North Carolina. Sorry, bro.
Pop Goes the Monkey.
Did you read Pop Goes the Monkey?
The next limited edition figure.
Yeah.
3D Kenny.
3D Kenny. The DP.
The DP. Well,
Go.
this wouldn't be a long war podcast if we didn't bring up poops and dicks. And this is a good one. Sorry that I ruined our podcast, guys. The prestige of our podcast has not been called into question. Because of this one moment.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
It was all this one thing I did.
These
8 years.
Slow Newsweek podcasts are like, oof,
And we still have a better reputation than GW for fulfilling orders and dealing with stores.
Yeah. Well, get both of you guys to bed. So kick it on over to Wyatt to take us out.
Rob.
Oh, I get to do it this week. Yay. So that's it for this one, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to what hopefully won't be our last podcast. So for exclusive content, early access videos, and more, make sure you head on over to thelongwar.net and become a veteran of the Long War today.